Hey y'all, welcome to the Pastor's Pantry Cooking School. I'm your host, Chef Sam Peters, and we have one of our most requested, easy to make, tailgater, date night desserts that we've ever made, and it's our Buckeye Cheesecake. Before I get into the recipe and how to make it, let me share with you, as I do every episode, what we call the gospel of good taste. It revolves around two principles that we're passionate about. The first is we believe everything's about stewardship. James 1:17 says that every good and perfect gift is given to us by God, and food is a gift. And so our goal here today is to teach you some things about food that'll make every dining experience great at your house. The second thing we're passionate about is community, and there's no better metaphor for community than food. We believe that because Jesus believed that. He was constantly sitting down, eating with people, building relationships. And so our hope and prayer is that the food we teach you about today will help you around your house. When people gather around the table, it'll once again become the sacred place and sacred time that it was always meant to be. Well, as we get into our Buckeye Cheesecake, Joyce is going to share with you the ingredients.
Alrighty, this Buckeye Cheesecake is going to serve 10. For the crust, you're going to need 24 to 30 chocolate Oreo cookies crushed, 3 tablespoons of butter melted. Then for the filling, you need 3 8-ounce packages of cream cheese sauce softened, 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, 1.5 cups of creamy peanut butter, and then the topping is a chocolate ganache, and you're going to need 1.5 cups of dark chocolate chips for that, along with 1/2 cup of heavy cream, and then we're going to top this with Buckeyes, or you can use mini Reese's for the decorating of those.
Doesn't that sound yummy? I mean, whoever invented this whole chocolate peanut butter thing, thank you very much, because now we have chocolate Buckeyes and all that kind of stuff, and Reese's cups and all that stuff. Well, as you can see right here, this is our crust. This is great. I mean, if you've ever made a graham cracker crust for a cheesecake, very similar, okay? All we're going to do is we're going to take the Oreo cookies. We're going to leave the cream filling in it, so sorry you can't twist it and eat that, no. The cream filling and the cookies all go together. That gives you the sugar that you need. You don't need any sugar now for your crust. So just use the cream filling, and you're just going to pulse those. Usually I do it about 12, 13 times in my food processor, but just make it nice and fine. And then we add some butter to that, and we just press it down into a springform pan, and we bake it at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes. Take it out, let it cool, and that's what we have here. This is all cooled off, ready to go, ready for our filling. Now, one of the great things about this is that this is one of those no-bake cheesecakes. All we need to do is get it in the refrigerator. So Joyce read to you all of the ingredients we have in here, and so you see all of them mixed together in our bowl. I'm going to try to mix these up. I'm going to start on low speed because I want to get all of this sugar incorporated. Our cream cheese has been sitting out getting softened. You just want to keep blending this until it all gets one consistent look and color. All right, we're going to scrape down our beaters here. Save something to lick later. Then we just want to scrape all of our filling now down on top of our crust. This is just like a wonderful cream cheese peanut butter mousse at the moment. I want to get all of it in there, Joyce. I don't want to leave any behind. It's all pretty good stuff. All right. So we're just going to spread that out. go. All right. Next, we want to make our chocolate ganache. We're going to pour over the top of this. So to make this, we're just taking one of our little stoves and get the heat on it. Just need it on like medium heat for right now. And we're going to add our heavy cream. What we want is we want this heavy cream just to come up to a scald. And so to do that, we're going to make sure that it basically kind of it'll get like this little skin on top, and we'll have a few bubbles around the outside. Once it reaches that scald temperature, we can turn off the heat, add our dark chocolate, and just whisk that around until it all melts. It'll be hot enough to melt that way. That way you don't end up with the issue of having your chocolate seize on you. So we're just going to let that cook. I'll whisk it every now and then just to make sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom. All right, our cream has just coming up to a scald. It's starting to show some of those bubbles along the edge. That's what we're looking for. And it's beginning to develop a little skin on the top. So once we have it to a scald, we're going to turn off the heat. And we're going to go ahead and add our dark chocolate. And just whisk that around. Just give it a minute. It'll begin to melt. You've seen it start to melt already. And it'll start out with this light, almost chocolate milk look, and then it'll turn nice and dark. So just whisk it around while it melts. You begin to see the magic happen. There we go. Turn nice and dark. Now while it's still warm, we want to go ahead and spread it out over our Buckeye Cheesecake. So we have chocolate crust on the bottom with the Oreo cookies, and then chocolate ganache on top. All that peanut butter cheesecake layered there in the middle. It's going to be so good, so yummy. Then we just want to spread this ganache out evenly over the top. There we go. Once this comes out and we get it all cooled, it needs about 4 hours in the refrigerator to chill up and get solid. We're going to go ahead and put, each one of these are going to get a little mini Reese's peanut butter cup on top of it. If you have some Buckeyes homemade or store-bought, totally use those. Those are fantastic as well. This is going to go on a garnish on top. We're going to get this in the fridge, leave it in there for about 4 hours. We will show you what it looks like when we take it out here a little later. Well, we made one of our favorite desserts that we make here at the cooking school, our Buckeye Cheesecake. It's been in the refrigerator for about 4 hours or so. That look luscious. That wonderful peanut butter mousse, our dark chocolate ganache, our Oreo cookie crust, and we topped it off with a mini Reese's cup. So let me get a bite of this, give it a try. I love peanut butter and chocolate. I'm not much of a sweet freak, but when it comes to peanut butter and chocolate, that's kind of my weakness. This is fantastic. It's just super, super smooth filling. Nice crunchy chocolate ganache and crunchy cookie on the bottom. listen, y'all, make this soon. The recipes are out on our Facebook page, or our website, sorry. Go to our website and get the recipe, and then post pictures of it when you make it, and I know you will, out on our Facebook page. We want to brag about you, okay? You can get this recipe and a whole bunch more out on our brand new YouTube channel, the Pastor's Pantry Cooking School. So go ahead and check that out on YouTube. Subscribe to it so we can send you a whole bunch of great recipes. Y'all enjoy this when you make it. Blessed cooking.